I'll freely admit I'm not a religious man. My father was a Christian, and my mother wasn't really a churchgoer, so to speak, and because of circumstances, as I grew up, I didn't have that religious upbringing, so therefore I'm not a great attender of a church, apart from weddings, funerals and all that sort of thing. And I tend to keep out of it. I have my own beliefs, of course I do, but when I read about the Archbishop of Canterbury sticking his oar in to things that he really shouldn't comment on, because of his status in the world, the mind boggles. I've seen that he's made some comments recently about the current situation we're all involved in, and I think to myself, you should just stick to Canterbury Cathedral. It's really ludicrous, and I'll tell you about it next. How do everyone? Welcome back to the channel for a Wednesday. I hope you're doing all right. I'm not too bad myself, sitting here recording some content for you fine people. Well, let's talk about the Archbishop of Canterbury, shall we? I think he's the Most Reverend Justin Welby, I think they call him. He's got a history of sticking his oar into politics and into other issues, and it could be argued that maybe he should just keep well out of it and concentrate on the church, religion, Christianity and all the rest of it. Well, he's been on the news and he's been commenting about the old there seems to be a very big media drive at the moment, doesn't there, trying to get as many of those into as many people as possible. I myself have been bombarded by countless text messages and emails yesterday, as I'm sure the rest of you have. But there seems to be a growing stigma I see in the press. If you're one of those that haven't, then you're evil, you're the Antichrist, how dare you, and you shouldn't be entitled to anything. We've seen all the journalists go off on one, and now the Archbishop of Canterbury has started. Have a look at this. If you haven't, you're immoral. Apparently, according to the Archbishop of Canterbury. I think that's the biggest insult that you could possibly throw out to a high percentage of the population of this country, to be honest. And he did actually say in his interview that he knows he's treading on thin ice by saying that, but he went ahead and did it anyway. He says that it is a moral choice. That much I do agree with. It is a moral choice. You either do or you don't. But the reasons he gives for trying to encourage people to do so aren't necessarily scientifically correct. If you read some of the text where he justifies why you should, he's barking completely up the wrong tree. It doesn't stop you acquiring, and it doesn't stop you passing. At the end of the day, it is a personal choice. I'm very much pro-choice, and I will not question anybody's morality for making the choice that is against the government narrative, and these people shouldn't either, yet they continue to do so. You saw Sajid Javid over the last couple of days having a right old go about the people that don't as well, and I think the more they push, the more people will resent and the more people won't, and they won't achieve their goals. But at the end of the day, it is personal choice, and I don't give a damn what the Archbishop of Canterbury or anybody else says. That's never going to change that, and I think he should stick to what he's good at. Amen. And while I'm at it, toodaloo.